Hi, it's Christine here. Now we're just going to go through some basic formatting formatting styles for books. Now, if we use this style unless otherwise advised, so i.e. if a client wants it done in a certain font, or if they want, the indent for the first line of the paragraph, etc. Unless they want to change things, then we will keep it to this style. So what we're going to do is change this whole, the book that we have here to, I think we'll change it to Arial and 11. So 11 is a good size. So we're just going to go through, and we can actually go through and select all of it, but by doing that, obviously, it will change possibly. Well, let me just see. We'll just do this amount and just see if it's going to change that chapter 1 from bold, because I like to keep the chapters in bold as well. So Arial and 11. Okay, so no, it's kept that fine. Now then, we'll go through and do the rest, but what I want to just have a look at here, if you look here, that the client who sent this through, it is all over the place. So we've got left block, then we've got indent, and we've got no line break between paragraphs and what have you. So we need to obviously make sure that that is also amended. So I don't think on Google Docs, I don't think we can like double click and select all. Can we select all matching? No. So literally going to have to go through and scroll down. So I was up to here. So I'm going to have to go and scroll down throughout the whole book to change. Doesn't take long though, there's only 48 pages. So it should be now down to the bottom. Let's just go down to, well, we'll include that. And then we'll have to come back and start changing, obviously, anything that's changed back. So we want Arial, and we want 11. It's just taking the time to go through. There we go. Okay, so that's all changed now. And then the next thing that we need to do manually is to go through and change each of these paragraphs. So you're going to have to go through and do that. We will be reading through. Once we've done all of this basic formatting, we'll be reading through to make sure that, it all makes sense. So that's the first thing to do. So change the font, change the size, and we need to go through and change the paragraphs and everything so it's all the same style. And then obviously the next thing that we need to start to come through and do, let me just scroll back up to the top, start at the beginning, always a good place to start. Okay, the next thing I'm going to, let me just go and click on all of these. Just check that they're back in Arial. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing that we need to concentrate on is the any chapter headings and also the page breaks. So this part has just got his notes in, so I'm going to leave that there until we've finished the rest, and we can come and change that later. So we've got the table of contents. We need to make that into one page on its own, or it might even go over 2 pages. And I think we can have the resources, click to resources tab, free calculators. Okay, so that's a call to action there. Okay, so I think with that, what I'm going to say is to download the documents contained in the book, free checklist. Okay, so with that, instead of just clicking there, what we're going to do is put in a call to action for them to go through there. Okay, right, so let's just go through here. Now, we've got the Freedom Investor Blueprints. That needs to be on a page on its own because that is, the front cover. But with it not being a very long book, I'm actually not going to do that because when you look at the inside on Amazon, you've only got the first 10% of a book. So we don't want to waste that 10%. We want people to be able to see as much as possible. Okay, so obviously intro, that's going to be introduction. And we need to work out how we're going to style that. So if you come up here, we've got normal text, and we have all of these different things here. So we could have that as a heading 1, for example. And then we can either leave that left blocked, or we can center it. So again, it depends on the client and how they want that setting out. So I'll come back and I'll work out what to do with this later once I see the rest of the book, because it's the first time I've seen this, so I'm not sure what what the rest of it's like. Okay, so here we've got chapter. Now we need each chapter to start on a new page. So I want you to click on the C, or if there's quite a few line spaces, I would like the chapter to start, to click at the end of the last line of text on the previous, at the end of the previous chapter. But for here, because there's only one space there, I can just click on chapter there in front of it, and then we're going to go insert page break. Okay, so then that's at the beginning. So now we can go through and do all of this, make sure that all of that is lined up properly. So you can do that as you're going through. I'm just going to leave that for now. We'll come back and look at this paragraph. That's way too long. Okay, so I'll need to come back and read that. Probably a new age here dawning is where, in fact, I'm just going to do that now. That didn't work. Okay, I'm going to come back and read this and just work out where that needs to be. So as I say, you need to go and put in the space and then delete that tab there. Another long paragraph. So we need to come and look at those. But for now, we're just going to go and do all of the chapters. Okay, so we need to go there and insert and page break again. And the other thing that I'm going to do that I didn't mention up above, so we'll do it now, is to actually, the system doesn't work, break the barriers and create your own success. Okay, I'm going to change it so that it is maybe like that, because I just want to make it larger, but I don't want it to go over 2 lines. So let me just see what's going to happen here. That's going over 2 lines. Okay, I'm going to delete that space there. Break the barrier. Well, that I think that's fine. There's a space in there for some reason, so I'm just going to, oops. I don't know, it's just the way it is. Okay, so that is, we need to go through the whole book doing that, so I'm not going to show you that. And then I'll do another video, I'll work out what we're going to do with this action point. I need to read it to work that one out. So this video is just showing you how to Arial and size 11. And then if you come and put the headings and the chapters in as a heading 1, and also make sure that each chapter is on a new page by clicking in front of the chapter and then going to insert and page break. Okay, that's all for this video. On the next video we will start looking at some more stylisation. I'll just need to look through the book and see what's here, or we need to go and work with another book. So for this one, that's all we're going to do, as I say, on this video. The other thing that we need to do is we'll come back and do the table of contents and then how to bookmark all of those as well. Okay, thanks.